and welcome to Discover with Sbenati. We are on episode number 7. For those watching it on YouTube, hello. For those listening on iTunes and Spotify and all the other places, hello to you as well. Thank you for tuning in. We have a very special guest today. Her name is Jessie Bickell. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to let her introduce herself. All I can tell you is she's a fantastic person. Jessica, take it away.
My name is Jessie Bickell, and I own the Rep Room London here in Ontario. I'm a mother of 3. I have a son who's 5, and I have 2 stepdaughters, and a really awesome husband.
Awesome. So Jessica, so you're talking about the Rep Room,
Yes.
not the Rec Room.
Yes, the rep room.
Like when you do repetitions.
One more rep.
Got you. One more rep. Okay. I actually say that to any partner of mine that I used to work out with. I always used to yell out, "One more rep, one more." So it's the Rep Room.
Yes.
Okay. And the Rep Room is, what's the concept of it?
It's a place that, you come to just be badass.
Okay.
It's a group of like-minded people that are just trying to become the best version of themselves.
Okay.
And we're here to support one another and encourage one another. There's a little bit of friendly competition.
Mm-hmm. That's always nice.
We're just trying to be the best we can.
Okay. So then what's the drawing factor for people to come to the Rep Room as opposed to, for instance, going to like Good Life or Movati or somewhere else?
I think the variety in what we do. So we train all different styles. We do strength training, circuit training, CrossFit, just everything. There's just such a large variety. We just always try and keep it fun. We do all kinds of different competitions together. We've been doing some 5Ks together. We just try to make exercise fun and exciting. I try and make it like it's a playground for adults.
Okay.
It's not the same thing over and over and over again.
What's a session like? Because I know there are different groups that do different things. You have, you just said, CrossFit. There's also Combine. There are different kind of groups. So, and I know they run on hourly sessions. So what's your typical session like?
So we're really big on activation. So we probably spend about 10 minutes of just pure activation, which feels like a workout in itself. And just prepping the body for what we're about to do. Okay. Which is just so crucial.
So sorry to cut you off. When you say activation, you mean kind of stretching, active stretching? Is that what you mean?
Stretching, just opening up the body, whatever body part we are that we're working that day. So we literally divide each day up. So it's hinge one day, row the next. So we're not working the same body part every single day. Okay. So we're prepping the body, getting it warmed up for what we're about to do. Our biggest most popular class is HIIT and Body Blast. So it's a combination between strength and basically conditioning style. So usually we work on strength at the beginning, and then we get into some conditioning. That's our main class. We have other classes that focus on other things, which I can go on and on and on about it. Right. And then we work out quite intensely. And then for the last 10 minutes of class, we stretch, foam roll, do some active release, and just let the body relax a little bit.
Right. And how often do you recommend people to do this, to come in for classes?
As often as they can. Okay. And it depends on their goals. Everybody is different. Sometimes people are just coming here to be fit and be healthy. And then there's other people that have other more serious goals. My biggest thing is I'm trying to get away from diet culture. Okay. I'm trying to get away from quick fixes. When I first started my business, we would do, 8-week challenges, and we would, talk about fat loss. And from my experience, I just had to really pull away from that and really go true to what my heart is. And I'm not interested in people who want to lose, 30 pounds in 30 days, or they want these quick fixes. They want to be on extreme diets that aren't realistic. For me, I really want to teach somebody long-term goals.
Right.
That they can incorporate this into their life forever.
Right. So you're teaching as lifestyle. So it's not something basically that someone, like you just said, like a quick fix, or someone like wants to lose 30 pounds for like, I don't know, like a special event or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're more aiming, but I'm guessing that you wouldn't be opposed to taking them on and helping them achieve that.
Totally.
But then also getting them incorporated into a lifestyle where they can keep that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, or they can understand that their body is going to go back to, having that little bit of weight gain. You can only be lean for so long.
That's right.
You can't maintain that.
Right.
It's just not realistic. And you have to set up that expectation of, this is reality. This is not realistic. You can stay lean for, so long, but you're going to be miserable.
Right. Right. And when you talk about leanness, are you talking from experience in terms of like, did you do any bodybuilding? Is that how you know this?
So my husband was into bodybuilding. I was never into it like professionally. I've done extreme diets in my past. I've done the whole photo shoots and the lean body. And to be honest, I was just never satisfied. I look back now and I'm like, wow, I look fantastic. But at the time, it was never enough.
It's mentally punishing.
It is.
Right? Because you keep dieting, and you're like, I can do just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, yeah.
And I just found that I was never satisfied. It didn't matter, how lean I was. And to maintain that, the hours put into the gym, the amount of stress that was put on my food, the weighing of food, the obsessing of food, I just couldn't enjoy life.
Right.
And I had thought that being lean would make me happy, but in reality, it really didn't.
Right. And the objective is to be happy, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, well, what's the point of being fit?
You think that losing weight is going to be happy. Right. Really, what people want to do is they want to feel good. They want to feel good. And when you're in the gym and you're focusing on a goal, and I try to get people to focus on a fitness goal. Because by the time let's say I want to do 10 pull-ups.
Okay.
By the time you're able to do 10 pull-ups, your body has obviously transformed.
Of course. So your mindset is completely different. Yeah. Right? Because you don't come in saying, I want to lose 30 pounds.
You're not obsessing over the scale.
That's right. That's right. You're obsessing over results that are going to make you feel good, or i.e. happy.
Exactly.
Right. And so that's what you promote.
Yeah.
So if I were to put it into a phrase, it would be, you promote feeling good and happiness over the satisfaction of achieving something that's short.
Yes.
Right? And very, short lasting.
Yes.
Doesn't last too long.
Exactly.
Very ephemeral. Do you know that word? Now you know. So ephemeral just means something that doesn't last too long. That's really cool. Okay, so say for instance, so you take on, I'm guessing, all types of clients. You take on males and females of all ages?
Yeah, so okay. I have some 16-year-olds in there, and then I have also, people that are like in their 69, wow. that are older, and it's just incredible to see what they can do. And really, age doesn't mean nothing. We have all different age ranges and levels of fitness.
That's very true. Very true. So who's the youngest that you have?
I've got a girl that I'm working with that's 14, 15 that I'm doing like one-on-one with. Yeah. Okay.
And what kind of goal would a 14 or 15-year-old girl would have?
She just wants to improve so she plays volleyball, so she wants to improve that. And I think it's more about her feeling good about her body. Mm-hmm. She's a taller girl, very athletic. And I think women especially have a hard time embracing that kind of body. Mm-hmm. I know that I did. So I'm just trying to help her with that through fitness and embracing all the things that her body can do and celebrating that.
And so when you say stuff, that's beautiful, by the way. When you say stuff like that, do you say like when you're working with her to achieve goals, you're putting deadlines, right? Like obviously there are some deadlines that you're trying to achieve.
Yeah. Depending on what's going on, yeah.
Okay, so you do have, so it's not like you just come into the gym and do whatever and then, you kind of just repeat that over and over.
Yeah, there's some strategy behind it.
Right.
We don't want to be doing certain things that just don't make sense, right? There is thought behind it for sure. But yeah.
In terms of feeling good, do you, like you just said right now, so you're working with this 14, 15-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Do you work on the mindset? Do you work on that mental aspect as well?
I think when it comes to fitness, you are working on your mental side. I think people just don't realize it. I think when you are working hard in the gym, it is uncomfortable. It is like an uncomfortable experience, and that builds some character in life, and you can apply that to life. Also, it just like, there's something, at least for me and what I see with my members, when they, let's say, for example, they see a box jump and it's 24 inches and they're like, there's no way I can do that. And then they achieve that just, it gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, that gave me shivers right now, actually.
And it builds confidence. And they walk out of there, feeling 10 feet tall. And that's a really magical thing. And I think that's really important. And that's what I strive for in my business, is to give that to people. To give that experience of, I thought I couldn't do something, but I'm crushing it. I'm doing it.
That's awesome. So basically you would say confidently that all your clients have achieved their goals, the ones that...
No, I mean, like, I've had some experiences where, it's just not a fit. And I think it's because my mindset or my approach to fitness is just not aligning with them. Like, for example, they want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And
that's it.
And sometimes that just doesn't work. And I think what happens is you have to be consistent and dedicated, and it takes time. You didn't put 30 pounds on in 30 days. How can you expect to take that off, right? You really have to be in the mindset of wanting to make that change. And if the client is not in that mindset, it doesn't matter what I do, you're just not going to be able to help them. I mean, they have to want to do it.
I understand what you're saying, and actually I really like what you said, because you're more aiming towards a mentality that actually gives them a realistic viewpoint as to where they are right now, and a realistic viewpoint of where they're going to get to in that time frame.
Absolutely.
So you're very pragmatic, you're very practical, which is the majority of people who want to achieve the 30 days goals, losing 30 pounds, they're not really being really realistic if they're trying to be healthy.
Exactly. And sometimes, people come to me and they want to be lean, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I can get you there. I 100% can get you there. But you are going to be miserable. And I don't think that people fully understand that until they start, spending like 2-3 hours every couple days on food prep and obsessing over it and eating 6 meals a day and training twice a day. And, it's not realistic for the average person. And I think people need to really kind of wrap their head around that and understand that.
And then basically you bring them back into the focus of their body type, their lifestyle, what they can achieve with that, without disturbing their equilibrium in their lifestyle.
Absolutely. You can be fit and healthy and have a career and be a mom and have that balance, but there's certain expectations that people have that are just really unrealistic.
And how do you, I guess this is more of a general question, then how do you get them back into being more realistic? When let's say there's a mom who has, she gained pounds, after several years, and now she wants to lose that weight. How do you get them into the mind frame that, this is not realistic in the time frame that you're trying to get to? let's try to work on it in a longer.
I think just trying to like redirect their focus on other goals and again, celebrating all the things that their body can do. A lot of people want to focus on all the things that their body can't do, and just focusing on the good and what your body is able, like what our body is an incredible thing, and really like celebrating that, and making small changes. It's really just about their mindset on how they feel about themselves. And I think the more time that they spend in the gym, that slowly comes. So when I was pregnant with my son, I had preeclampsia and I was on bed rest. I was, at the time, before that, I was recovering from being a drug addict. And I was depressed. I was alone. I was a single mom, pregnant. I was on welfare. I was not in a good space mentally. And I had gained 100 pounds.
Wow.
And I remember, you know, after giving birth to my son, standing in the mirror and just not recognizing myself and just being just disgusted with myself. And just promising myself that I'm going to get in the best shape of my life and take control over it. And I started to work out. And at first, obviously, I worked out to change my body. I wanted to lose the weight. But then realizing what it did for me mentally. I struggled with social anxiety. I struggled with depression. And it was so therapeutic for me. And I just fell in love with it. And at the time, I was actually going back to school and I was going to college for hair. And I wasn't passionate about it like fitness. And I had lost all the weight. And my girlfriend came up to me and she was like, "You should be a personal trainer." And I kind of laughed it off. And then it kind of sunk into me, and I met my husband, and I went and got my personal training certificate at the time, and I went and applied at a big box gym, and that lasted, I want to say, 4 weeks. I quit.
Okay.
Didn't like it. And I started a studio in my basement. So I started doing that in my basement, and I was living in a condo at the time, and I couldn't have a business in the condo. So we got kicked out of the condo. Well, we chose to move, obviously. We moved into a larger facility, a larger home, and we started doing boot camps in our basement. And I was doing 3 boot camps a day with 10 women in my basement.
Wow.
So
This is first year out? Like first
Yes.
year after leaving the big box?
Yes.
Wow.
So it got quite popular, and obviously my neighbors didn't like that, right? So they called the city on me, and the city was like, "No, you can't do that." So then that's when I opened up my first unit, which at the time it was all just women, and all I did was boot camp at the time. And the person that was in the unit beside me was an engineer. Well, they didn't like the music, and they didn't like there was so many obstacles that were preventing me from doing this along the way. I took the unit beside him, took the wall down, and then we opened up the rep room, and that's what it is today.
Wow.
And it's just completely different way of training, and it's just everything that I've learned throughout the process. And there's lots of people to give credit to that. It's, you know, it's not just me. I've learned from some really incredible people, and I've just applied that into the gym.
Wow. And how long did that process take from the time you left the big box store or big box gym to now? Like how long?
Going on 3 years.
This is only 3 years.
Yeah.
That's a lot to achieve in 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive, and kudos on you for actually, coming out and actually saying all these things about your depression, your drug addiction. It means that's something a lot of people face, but not many people actually admit.
For me, it was a big fear to talk about it. I was afraid of what people would think of me, judge me, especially, being a mom and having a son. And I was really concerned about, just people's thoughts and opinions. And I've done so much self-growth over the years. And I've just gotten to a point where I don't care what people think. And I'm very confident, and it took me a long time to get there, but I'm very confident in who I am. And just accepting that, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to like your business. Not everybody's going to like you. And that's okay.
I mean, being a dentist, no one likes me.
I bet, right?
So I can relate. Yeah. I can relate. But I mean, the thing is that, just to let you in on a little secret, no one's perfect. So, so everyone has their faults. Everyone has their troubles. Everyone has, I would say, I mean, depression is it's an epidemic. It's everyone experiences it. I'd say it's the majority of people do. Totally. So, I mean, for you to actually go out and admit it shows inner strength, as well as you admitting about, your addiction and how you dealt with it. I mean, that to me that doesn't show weakness. That actually shows strength, because it takes a very strong person to admit their own shortcomings and their own, what they think are faults. Because to other people, you don't seem like a person that has faults. You seem like a person who's strong and who can hold themselves up. But by you actually admitting that you have, things that aren't, you're a human being, things that aren't perfect about you, that makes you even stronger. And believe it or not, by you actually saying that, you've helped out a lot of people. Because a lot of people are stuck in that phase. A lot of people are stuck in a phase where they're either battling drug addiction, they're battling whatever they're battling. But by them hearing your journey and how you went from where you were, and you had to, I mean, there's a lot of mental challenges that you had to go through in order for you to actually get to this stage. There's always hope.
Totally. And I think it's about just not giving up. I wanted to, and I think it's becoming a mother. I mean, I wanted everything for my son, and that's really what drove me the entire time. It was just, I wanted to provide a life for him, and I just didn't give up. I seen what I wanted, and I just went for it.
That's amazing. And your son's how old now?
My son is going on 6 in November.
Okay. I remember you said he's 5.
Yeah,
okay.
He's 5 right
Okay, right on. And he's your motivating force.
He is.
Okay.
All my kids are.
Yes.
But
he's the one that sparked it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. That's awesome. I actually had a conversation once. It was one of the videos that we aired recently. I had a conversation with someone on the phone, and I was just asking her, I said, what motivates you? What gets you up in the morning? And she said, coffee. So I'm like, really? Really? Coffee gets you up in the morning? I'm like, I guess so. There's a commercial about Folgers. I don't know if you, that dates me. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. So, I mean, I guess people do wake up to coffee, but your motivation force is a lot more substantial than just a sip of something hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. That's awesome. So now you did all this in such a short period of time.
It feels like forever, though.
Right? Yeah, because you've done so much.
Yeah.
And you've attracted a lot of attention, obviously, because now you've had to move several times.
Yeah.
The place that you live at now, is it? Sorry, not live at the place, your rep room.
Yeah.
That's not where you live, is it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so it's your business.
Yes. It's an actual facility.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And you had to buy basically two different compartments.
We basically have 2 units, and we took down the wall and made it 1 unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's cool. I haven't visited it, but I'd love to visit it.
Totally. You need to come for a workout.
100%. I'd love to go for a workout.
I need to
whip me in shape.
Yeah.
So today I was really proud of myself because I did 410-pound deadlift which I think is my PR.
That's very impressive.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm willing to get my butt kicked. So bring on the butt kicking.
Yes, you need to come and experience the rep room.
Yes, for sure. So how many workouts do you do like during the day? Like how many classes do you hold?
Right now we have 6, 10, then 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's Monday to Friday, and then the weekends are 7, 8, 9, and then 10.
Okay. So you start at what's the earliest?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. And then the latest is 4.
7.
7. And that's the weekends?
The weekday, yeah.
Okay.
Monday to Friday.
So Monday to Friday, 6 to 7. And then the weekends you start at?
Saturday, 7, 8, 9.
7.
And then Sunday, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. And are you the one that runs all the classes?
Majority of them.
Wow. Doesn't it get exhausting?
You know what? I love it.
Okay.
I seriously love it.
Wow. And do you wear a microphone?
No, I just yell.
Okay. And basically, I'm guessing because it's a group class.
Yeah.
So you go around and you motivate each person as they're doing their thing. So you start off with like, you tell them this is what we're going to do today, or for the hour, and then you do your activation that you said, and then after that you do the workout, and then you wipe the sweat off the floor, and then you do the.
Then you do it all over again.
That's awesome. So now that you're at the spot, and I mean, congratulations to where you've achieved so far. I know it's not easy at all. No. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
It's an interesting question, but I just hope to be in a bigger, better facility of just more equipment, more knowledge, and just being able to provide people with more things, like just really what I want to work on is just knowledge and being able to provide people with that knowledge.
Okay.
More than anything.
Okay.
I love what I do. I'd love to have a bigger facility and all that kind of stuff, but I seriously love what I do. And so yeah, just, a bigger facility, being able to offer more to my members. Would definitely love to branch out online. But yeah.
I was going to suggest that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's where everyone's going.
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, it was a pleasure to have you on Discover with Sbenati. I can tell that you have all the passion and you have all the what do they call it? The pizzazz in order for you to actually reach to whatever it is that you're trying to reach to. I mean, if you did what you did in the short 3 years, I have no doubt in my mind you're going to get to whatever you want to in 5 years.
Yeah, I'm pretty determined.
Yeah. So pound it for that. Awesome. So thank you so much for tuning in on Discover with Sbenati. This has been episode number 7 with Jessie Bickell. I didn't ask you have a website?
Yes.
Okay.
TheRepRoomLondon.com.
TheRepRoomLondon.com. TheRepRoomLondon.com. The link will be on YouTube. It will be down in the description below. And if you want any information, make sure you check her out on Instagram and give her a shout, send her a private message, and I'm pretty sure she'll be able to inspire you. This is Dr. Sbenati signing off. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.